Good evening, everyone. If you're watching this on the replay, good evening. I hope we're all doing really, absolutely smashing. It's about time I actually went live on this channel, so that's what we're doing. Now, since last time I went live, I've got new glasses, but these are those varifocals, so you can only see out the bottom. I've noticed that it's happened a few times now. Well, it happens every time I try and use them, to be honest. So today I did a video, and I've actually got the other specs on. I can't read the chat with these on. Benji boy, how you doing, Benji? Sorry, are you all right? Is that the real Benji? Is that the real Benji boy? Let me put these on. I can see what you're doing now. These are just readers. It is Benji, isn't it? How you doing, mate? All right. Just got in. Not doing much tonight, so I thought I'd do a live stream. I haven't done one for ages. You can tell. Matt, your favourite content creator. Good. Pay me money then. Not really. There isn't any way that you can. Have you been watching the YouTube shorts and that I've been doing for that competition? Not competition, but challenge. I've been doing a challenge with a really successful YouTuber called Tamara Gabriel. And you have to post a video every day. They send you a thing in the morning to tell you what you've got to post about. Just going to clean this camera 1 second. That's better. I was going to do it on my computer and then I thought, no, I won't bother. Right, let's have a wipe. It's covered in vape. I ain't won these since you got me other ones. Oh, yeah, I've been to Leeds Bradford. I went to Leeds Bradford at 3. I didn't get back while about, it was 20 past 7, I think. Popped up for a quick sandwich and then went back out again, but it's not been very brilliant tonight, to be fair. But I made my money with the Leeds Bradford one. But, you know, sometimes you just want to make a bit extra, don't you? A bit on top, like. Wow, the power of Lidl's. Not a sponsor, by the way, not a sponsor. W5 glasses wipes. Available at Lidl's near you. Somebody says I ought to do voiceover work, but I can't remember what I'm doing long enough, to be honest. I'd forget half the lines. I was trying to do a thing today where I was it was about D-Log M for when you're doing your filming in D-Log M. And I was going to tell the world about that, and in the end I just had to read it off. I couldn't memorise it. I did it about 10 times and then just went back and read it. So I can't remember it, so I'm just going to read it. 14 people in, lovely. That's lovely. If you want to stay about, be very nice. This is basically a walking channel. I've been putting all sorts of different things up on here. So I was just saying to Benji, I've just been taking part of it in a challenge where you post a video every day. The idea being getting small creators who are a bit shy to actually get them doing the first videos and see if they can get going on YouTube or TikTok. I personally don't do TikTok very much. I've tried it, but I just can't get on with it, to be honest. You just keep posting little videos on there and you know, you get a few likes and trying to build a community up. I just had a vape channel on YouTube, and we had loads of people who used to come in, and I'm still friends with them even now. We go to vape shows twice a year or once a year together. More of a community, whereas that seems to be a struggle. Mr. Intense, talking about members of the community, here he is. Hey, all right, mate. I just thought I'd go live. I haven't been live in here for ages, and you can tell the difference with the watch time hours. I'm really not comfortable. I don't know what I've done tonight. I've got that much bloody crap on this desk. I'm not settled at all. I'm feeling a bit like this. I'll end up disjointed after half an hour. Anyway, that's the glasses cleaned. Let's see if we can get some sent out. Wrong way up. That's the glasses cleaned with the W5 glasses wipes, all the way from Lidl's. Pop in and buy some. You never know, there'll be a big box here in the morning, won't there? So, have I got news for you? John McClintock, how are you? So these, also not a sponsor because they've disappeared and they owe me money. These power banks that they sent out, they're really good power banks. 20,000 mAh with the cable on and stuff like that. They sent a load of stuff out for about a month, and then we agreed on 7%. Anyway, I don't know whether they realised, but we sold 500 quid's worth in a month, so the 7% seems to be a long while coming. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you. It's very, very nearly Friday. It's getting quite windy here, really. Apparently we're having a storm called Amy. Anybody what's ever met a lady called Amy, they are a bit of a storm. I know too. So I just spilled some on it. So here's the other one. Here's the Iniu one that they sent out. Very, very similar. I think one's smaller than the other. No, they're not. They're both the same size. I gave my granddaughter the one that was smaller because she's gone to university. But these are like 50 quid a piece. So if you want to have a look, I'll put the link to my Amazon shop on the bottom of this video if you want to have a look at these. But they really are good. I'm not saying that because they sent them out. I'm saying it because they actually are. And you even get a torch on them. You press, so if you had a power bank in your thing and you're out camping, you've got a torch as well. But they sent two of the same sort out. That's what happened. Then they sent another one out that looks like you can actually do your Apple Watch on it as well. If I can find it. Look at this bad boy. You can rest your Apple Watch on top of there, and can charge that up. So it saves taking all your Apple Watch charger when you go on holiday, or if you're in a caravan or something like that. And again, I think this one's only 10,000 milliamp hour, but again, it's got the Type-C cable that's built into it. So they are really good quality. I don't know what's happened to them. They don't seem to have got in touch for a few weeks, but I told them I was away, and then they wanted something, and I've not heard out from them ever since. There's a little button on there that tells you what. I don't obviously tell you what it is, unless it's 88%. So other products sponsored by Torch. Take my money, exactly. Yeah, but if you were camping and you needed one, so if you have any trouble in your life, we've also got some tablets. These have been sent out. These are 50 milligram ones, and here they are. If you have any trouble in your life with people that are being a bit of a twat, you just give them these and they take two of them and it cures them. So there you go. I'm only going to show a few because if we've got any Americans and they find this word really offensive. So these are if they're even worse than that. You can, hang on, it's there as well. You can give them some of these and that cures them as well. There we are. How's that? A torch? Take my money. Unfortunately, this ain't got one on it. It's just, it ain't got it on it, but that's the only charging bank I've seen where you can actually charge your Apple Watch. Would you like a demonstration? I'm not trying to sell you, because my work is done. It's probably flat, is it? Hang on. I think you have to knock it up that screen. You watch, it won't chuffing work now. Are you charging? There you go, it's charging. I don't know how I can show you. There you go. I'm going to take this particular one, when I go to Benidorm, and then it saves taking a load of chargers. Because you can just plug the charger in there and use this as the stand for your Apple Watch. And then if I go out filming, sorry about that. Oh, Vin, how you doing? Nice to see you. If you're interested in watching an old, still fairly brown bald man on the internet, walking about, bit of drone flying. I've now discovered D-Log M. So I'm colour grading my own videos now as well. Just got started with that last night. I went out to Mablethorpe on last Monday, and what I didn't realise is I picked my Action 4 camera up sideways, and I noticed the screen had come across with the settings on it. But what I didn't realise was I'd actually put it onto D-Log-M. Well, D-Log-M just means that all your footage is in 10-bit, so it takes all the life out of it and all the colour. The idea being you've got a blank canvas then to go home and use LUTs and filters to put your own spin on it. So if you went out on a bit of a grey day, you can actually just do your. It's what big grown-up people do. Not me. So anyway, I went out. When I come back, I thought, oh no, I've wasted half a day filming that, and it's all colourless and hopeless and a bit dark. And I thought, well, I'm going to find out how you do this colour grading stuff. So I got on Google, and it showed me where to find the LUTs. I don't know what LUT stands for, LUT. And then you just use these LUTs and you put them over the top of your video, and it come out perfectly well. But I said to Sue, she come up, I said, what do you reckon to this lot? I said, I've had to colour grade this video. She said, I think you've overdone it. I said, why is that? And she said, it looks like the Bahamas. You've actually got a bit too much colour on it. She said, it's never been that blue at Mablethorpe. So I had to render it again. And the only problem is when you put it through the editing software, it takes hours, an hour and a half to render it. So, that's the way it is, isn't it? We lost everybody. So we've got about what we got in 6. So that was not too bad, I suppose, for a pop-up live at this time, isn't it? I really ought to get into doing some proper lives on here, because the watch time hours have dropped off no end. Just popping videos up, it's not doing anything. If anybody does pop in and say if you're interested in subscription, you can if you want to. Hopefully we'll not disappoint you. I'd like to get up there. I'd like to get up to 1,000 if I can and start making some money out of it. But I say the watch time hours need to come in as well. And they don't seem to be coming in at the moment when you put a video up. I've started loading up twice a week again now, so I've got some decent stuff. This week I did, I can tell you because you won't tell anybody, will you? This week I went out and I did a walk down from Mablethorpe to Sutton, just for a walk down the seafront because it was such a beautiful day. And then I did a video about a comparison between this Samsung S22 and my DJI Action 4 camera, just to encourage people, you ain't got to go get a camera to just start making your way in life. So I did that. And then I went out yesterday and did a video on purpose in D-Log-M, and then did a drone flight and all. So it looks pretty good. So I hope everybody's doing okay, because I've got a bit of a rough guts this week. I don't know what's been going on. Obviously, I'm not a drinker anymore, so I can't blame me on that. But I just feel quite full, and I'm not really been eating a lot. This evening's meal was soup. LUT is an acronym for Lookup Table. LUTs are used for colour grading and correction, acting as digital colour filters that alter the colours in footage to achieve a desired look. Well, one of them's Star Wars. So you've just Googled that. Yeah, that sounds about right. I just wondered if it standard for, what the actual LUT bit stood for. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. And my editing software, I bought the Legacy Edition in when we was doing the vape stuff. I paid about 40 quid for it for life, but that's all it gets you. It don't get you the upgrades or anything like that. So I've been paying for the upgrades once every year or so, and then I've not been paying them anything else. But there's for 15 quid a month plus VAT, I think it is, you can use all the features on this. You can use all the AI music, and you can use them on all your channels as well. So if you've got 3, because like with the music that I've got now, Epidemic Sounds, it's a really good system. But if you've got 3 YouTube channels, you need 3 subscriptions to the 120 quid a year. So, because you can only actually use it on each one. You can use it on one TikTok and one YouTube. I don't really do TikTok. So if when that comes up next year and you cancel it, you've got all the AI music on the editing software, and you can use it on any of your channels. So although it's one of them things where it's more expensive, but it's cheaper. You know what I mean? Because on top of that, you get all the when you're trying to make a video up, you get all these free assets and free short video pieces. They're the good ones that actually match together as well when you start to make the videos. So when you're making intros and stuff like that. I must admit though, I've sort of gone off the intro. I've started doing them. The last 2 or 3 that I've done, or yesterday's 2 that I didn't put an intro on them at all. I just changed it and just thought I'll just try something different. Just the mistake I made about 2 or 3 months ago. I thought I'm going to stop doing videos and try and make them into small films. Well, unless you've been to film school, that's it's difficult. And part of this challenge I've been doing, one of the challenges was, about hooking people in. So basically, you go out for a walk, you're walking down the road, and you say, right, today we're walking to so-and-so. And if people are interested in it, that makes them stay. So that's your hook. Whereas what I was doing about 2.5 minutes for me just wandering down the road. And people have got bored by that point, haven't they? But we just lost 5 people. Where did they go? Nobody's coming to call me Baldy anyway today. I think the kids are back at school. That's what happens. I was going to make it for subscribers only, to be honest, because it's all right for a laugh, but it just get on your nerve. These young kids just keep coming in and putting crap. See, yeah, that's exactly what it does. Because basically, all you do is you put the video with in D-Log M in your editing software. I was going to do it on my computer and show people, but I can't work. You need to do it by screen share through OBS, and it's not as easy as what I thought. So I need to find out how to do that first to make sure it's actually going to show you. And then all you do then, you can actually do it, because originally I only wanted 20 minutes at the end. So what you do is you chop the 20 minutes at the end, then you just click on it, click on colour and put a lot on it. So it brought the rest of it up. And then there was that other video I did about the comparison. That also needed doing. So you just do it all. You just bring it down and do it all. It's brilliant. So apparently it's only for DJIs. It's a DJI camera thing. I thought it was universal, but it didn't. I think. So if anybody's interested in this very, very expensive equipment we're using tonight, it's a Samsung S22. But what I've got the Rode mics plugged into it, and this microphone is what they call the Rode Interview Go. So you put the microphone in there, put that over the top, and it gets rid of it. It's like a pop filter. So it's not the cheapest setup in the world when I bought it, I suppose. But it's damn sight cheaper than buying a Rodecaster Duo and a SM7B. So anybody got any questions about hairstyles or things? It's always easier to react to chat when they're talking to you than just keep talking. Otherwise, it sounds like a sermon. I'll probably only stay half an hour anyway, unless it gets really busy. The best time really is about 9 o'clock on a Monday night, because you get loads of people in. It's good. It's really good fun. But so at this time, you're getting 10 to 12. Most people are in bed, aren't they? So this has been on my desk for about ages. This was the first microphone I ever bought. This is a Rode Video mic, and these are really good. I'll make you laugh. We found something yesterday. Bearing in mind, you're going to fasten this to a phone or a camera. This is the wind guard for it. That's the size of the microphone. That's the size of the wind guard. Nobody would notice you walking through Tesco's, would they? talking into that. You watch me bracket taking it off. Talk about Wingard overkill. So I just bought these off Amazon. The only trouble is with this, obviously that's to go into an iPhone. So if you put a converter on, you can put it into a Type-C. The only thing wrong with this is there's no volume control on a phone. So the only thing you can use it for is recording and then turn it up in post. Do them special fat t-shirts still fit? No. No, they're gone. I bought some, a couple of, they call them gilets, don't they? Like sleeveless jackets. And one come and it's lovely. And it's a blue one. And I thought, I'll have another one of them. I'll have one for work and then just something different for wandering about in that. So I ordered a grey one. So it come, it's really nice. So I went out in it last Monday. And when I looked at the footage back, it looked like it's not a 3XL. It's about 5. It's huge. And I didn't really notice until I looked back. It looks like I've got, Star Trek bloody epaulets on it. So I got in touch with them. Oh, no, we can't do it if you've had it on. All right. But it wasn't expensive anyway, so I've ordered one in 2XL this time, so we'll do it. The green ones do, I mean, I'm 3 stone down now. You could see that. I've dropped a bit of chin off there, haven't I? I've got a photograph of 2 separate expos, and it looks like a different bloke. I don't seem to be losing any more, but I suppose I'm 59 in a month. So whether you get to that age and it just don't come off the same, I don't know. But it's a walk far enough. I say, onto the sip. Are you back on the? Are you on the wagon or you're off it? I will show you one thing in a minute. Does only mean you're probably, there's only people off the other channel that know this. Got this today. Now, one for the same tank on Nature Vape, 15 quid. That was £2.99. And it's very, very nearly, I'll just show you because I don't want to look at, there you go. It's slightly too long, but a lot of difference, isn't there? Quite nice, I know. Have you gone? That was the end of the question. That's next question, please. Let's find out about it. Testing. Do people just listen to my voice and nod off? I was looking to, there's a lot of vertical live streams on YouTube now. You look through and they're all over the world. There's one woman, a Chinese woman, in a tight skirt, taking golf shots of little putts in her house. And then she just keeps looking at the camera all weird like that. She got loads watching. There's quite a few Thai ladies. Obviously, there's nothing, untoward like that, but there's one or two suggestive sort of things. But there's loads of people go live, especially in this vertical mode. Because it shares you out into the shorts and the vertical live stream. It's a different one. Anyway, if you're into going to have a break, another break in a couple of weeks, I'm still on the same break. It'll be a year for me on the 13th of November. I say I'm going to Benidorm in a couple of weeks, so hopefully, I won't do. I just won't drink, that's it. But I'm going to do some filming and post it up on here. I'm going to meet up with TikTok Nigel. I've already sort of half organised it. I wouldn't mind going for a ride round on the back of his... he's got one of them mobility scooters. But you get some decent footage off the back of one of them, don't you? You're going to have another break for a year. I don't know if I don't really want to go back to all that getting up in the morning feeling like death every day and being all depressed in that. I think I'm going to try and give that a miss if I can. I do 2 months on and 1 month off. All right. Well, if it suits you. It's whatever suits you, isn't it? So at that, you're only drinking 4 months out of the year, aren't you? It's whatever suits you anyway, as long as you don't have too much. Man, it was starting to make me bloody badly. Like I got masses of swelling around there, and all my bloody neck was up fat. 22 stone. You're only a slip of a lad, aren't you? So I feel an awful lot better now. I don't do that every day. It's a lot easier now because you're always just a bit worried, just in case you won't give yourself enough time the next morning. You know what I mean? Well, next afternoon, because I didn't used to go out on about 2. So you're always just that little bit concerned in case you're not right. I ain't got to worry now because it's finished. I'm done. Right, we're just going to give it half an hour tonight because there's only a few in. Keeps popping in and out. I can't think of loads of stuff to say. I've told you what I'm up to, told you what I've done, told you what to look forward to if you subscribe. But the watch time hours, I say, they're going up slowly, but at this rate, I'll be 106 by the time it actually starts to get AdSense on it. And, you know, I'd like to get into retirement and be riding about doing videos and it just making a bit of money. Obviously, I'm not retiring for quite a few years yet. So I think it took 4 years to get the vape show monetized. It took ages. I think the subscribers are going up reasonably well. 409, I think, 410, something like that. I had 410 yesterday and 409 again today. But I get obsessed with it. I'm constantly seeing what the videos have done and how many subscribers there is. And there's a guy who said the best thing you can do when you first start a YouTube channel is completely delete YouTube Studio and then get on with your life, because he said all you'll ever do is look at it. And I think I'm starting to think he's right. I've always been obsessive about stuff, though. You always want to do better than what you're doing, don't you? Or you want to do better this week than you were last week. You're 5'6", eh? Oh, right. So you're the shortest man in vaping. It's just as bad being tall, to be really honest. I bet when you go on an aeroplane, don't cost you 40 quid to put your legs behind the seat in front. Does me. It's bloody uncomfortable being a big bloke. I suppose it's 600 after the other, because you'll get people that want to. When I was younger, you used to get people that wanted to have an argument with you because you were taller than them, and then you get people that won't touch you with a barge pole because you're taller than them. So I suppose it's a bit like that, but it's overrated being tall, I can assure you. You know, when I get in the car, I'm nearly sat in the back. I had the seat that far back. I was lucky with this Skoda because they made them 13 centimetres longer than the other, because it got so people couldn't actually. In the first Skoda Octavia, if I got the seat back where I needed it to, you couldn't get anybody in the back. 3-seater taxi. .6. I think I was that when I was about 5. When I was 11 years old, I've got used to climbing the shelves in supermarket. Well, I suppose there's one thing. That's another thing when you're taller, though, because when you're walking around a supermarket, you will get people say, you couldn't reach us that, could you, mate? I'm definitely feeling the benefits since I got these new specs, though. My eyesight. I decided in the end it was either the medication for the blood pressure that was upsetting my eyes, or I needed some glasses. So I went down and said, I'll tell you what, I said, I don't know whether it's the medication or the glasses or my eyes, but I said, I'm here to find out. Oh no, she said, it's your eyes. And it's amazing now, because when I was trying to fly my drone, I couldn't see it. I was looking for you're looking up and you're like, and it had gone. And then you're trying to find it. But now, since I've got my specs, and I can also see the controller. whereas before I couldn't see the controller. I needed reading glasses on for the controller and distance glasses to see the thing, and that's what I've got with these. I've got varifocals. They're brilliant. Well, I suppose they're not the strongest in the world, but as you can see, I always think that you can tell when your eyes are getting bad when your eyes look bigger when you put your glasses on. So these are, my reading, I can't read anything without them now. So since I got the varifocals, it's a lot easier in life because you've always got your specs on. The only thing is when it's raining, you have to jump out of the cab, I have to take them out and leave them on the dashboard, so I ain't got to keep wiping them. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. I thought I'd just pop in, say hello, get some watch time hours on this here channel. Nice to see you all that's popped in. Shame a few more haven't commented, because obviously if you start commenting, I can comment back. If you're interested in what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll come back with some else. Video night tomorrow night. That is a really good video. I know I say it myself. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I think it's a cracking video, and I should know because I filmed it. Right, catch you all soon. Ciao.